Yo, it is a Sunday morning. I've got my coffee, and we're all in lockdown. Or at least most of you probably are. Most of you probably are, although a lot of us are still going to work. Somehow I'm working more days, not more hours, but more days. It's very strange. But here I am. It is Sunday. I did preserve Sunday as my one day off during the week, so I could. Well, I'm going to have some more along the way. I just don't know when they are. So I could do this primarily. And we'll have some streams. I think we'll have at least one, maybe two early this week coming up. What am I doing? We're staying safe, hunkering down. We just did the order thing from the grocery store and had it delivered, which worked out pretty nicely. I highly recommend that. You're going to pay a little bit more money, but you don't have to go out and about. Wear your mask if you do, or whatever. I don't know what the current thing is on that. It's yes or no, or mandatory or not mandatory. Last thing on that whole shenanigans with the virus and all that is I've got several notes from you guys to the effect of, hey, times are tough, can't support you, all that stuff for right now. We'll think about it later. Look here, I got it, man. We all got our things going on. I know a lot of guys are losing jobs, or at the very least, business is less. That's never been a thing anyway for me. I always appreciated the support out there for you guys, and I know we talked about it a lot at the beginning of last year when I did the Patreon and all that stuff. But and I think it goes without saying, but really, just from my standpoint, I appreciate all the support that you've had up to this point, and y'all got to do what you got to do, and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? That mostly a hobbyist right here. I enjoy taking the money and buying more stuff for the stream, but there are things that take priority, which is over a Pixel Tank game, which is probably nearly everything. So when y'all get your priorities, nearly everything in your life sorted out again, then go ahead and consider that, and I'd appreciate it. So there you go. I do appreciate the notes. Obviously not required, but very heartfelt, very nice. Thank you very much. So that's my message back to you guys. Obviously, I know you guys know that, but I just want to say it publicly. Don't worry about it. Obviously, there's going to be no hard feelings. There's going to be no, oh, what a jerk. He's not, doing what he was doing, blah, blah, blah. It's not a thing, guys. It's not a thing. So anyway, thank you. Stay safe. I got to change it to stay healthy. I think that's what it needs to be. I think my next stream will be Monday or Tuesday, potentially, maybe Wednesday. I might get two in, because if I don't get called in to do some things or to do some telework stuff, I may have some time in the mornings to knock those out. Doing a lot of family time and stuff too as well, which frankly I've played a little less than I might otherwise with everyone home and us trying to stay together and do stuff. So that's been pretty cool, actually, to be quite honest. Had some good family time in there. I don't know who my next interview is. I didn't get it lined up. Trying to find somebody who wants to do it. Everyone is so busy right now. Isn't that weird? Everyone's so busy, but they're hunkered down. I think people who are doing the homework thing, the telework, are really busy right now, front loading the how do I get all the technology working, what's the schedule, the battle rhythm, all that kind of thing. So it's very interesting that some people are a little more busy right now than they might otherwise be if they're actually going to their office. I thought that's a really interesting thing. I am 29 29 tanks till I catch them all. So I got a garage slot off some mission the other day. I bought one more tank, 29 more, and I will do that before 1.9, which is imminent. I don't know when, but very soon, because it's in common test. So I'm probably going to have to shell out some money and buy some garage slots, which is no big deal because they're not really that much. And make sure that I've got all 29 tanks. All right, that's it for channel news. Not much else to report. I did play a game called Mount and Blade, Bannerlord, Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord, which is basically medieval tanks. You're a knight on a horse. I'm going to do a quick review on that next week. I've already got it done. I'm going to edit it. I'll send it out. But expect that if you're interested in Bannerlord and you're playing it. I think a couple of you are. Then that will be coming out, something a little bit different. Let's go to the missions and specials. Let's chill. Wow, there is a lot of stuff going on. We're going to start in the premium shop, but if you thought that we had a lot of missions going on last month, just wait till you see this month. Holy cow. Okay, so we're in the featured. The Progetto is in the shop. Oh, by the way, Frontlines is starting on Monday, so there you go. Some of the tier 8s are out there. The Progetto is one of the most popular tier 8s in Frontlines, hence they're selling it. Plus, it's got the cool 3D camo on it, which will cost you actually not too bad because it looks like the base model's 49 bucks and the one with camo is another 5 bucks. But if you just buy the camo down here, it's 12 bucks. I don't know. Why is a tier 10 camo $14, $18 and a tier 8 12 bucks? I really don't think there's an appreciable difference in the modeling requirements between tier 8 and 10, right? We've gone over this. Anyway, the Eagle 7 is out there. The KV2R, which is the Warhammer 40K version, is out there. This is one that was really interesting price-wise to me because it is, that's the loaded. We'll get to it in just a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. There are some different camos out there as well. This is all season webbed. If you come down here, you can kind of see it. That's it right there. It's ducks. There you go. I'm assuming you can put it on anything, but that one happens to be on the AMX 40. So there's a camo, and they're hidden all in here. There's, oh, here, no, they're not hidden. There's the webbed. Here's the, there's some kind of, somebody with a cat fetish has put out a bunch of camos because this one is called Cold Weather Korean Military, and it's on an IS-3, which I don't quite get, but it's got a cat. So I don't know if there's been a Korean tank that has this on it or what, but there you have it. There's a little cat in on this other one. Let's see, Much Wow. Actually, it's not a cat. This is a dog. All right, so maybe it's an animal, a cat and dog fetish. It's the Doge dog. Let's see if we get a picture of where he is on this thing. There we go. So this guy, I don't know, is that copyrighted? I don't know. It must not be. They're using it, or maybe they've bought the license to use it or something. Or maybe it's just for use. I don't know. It's like internet meme thing, right? Semper Felis, which of course is a cat, and these are all cats. See how they're just cats. Okay, so there you go. And how much are those little models or those little 3D styles? $8, $9, $8.99. Whew. Although this must only be, I'm assuming this is only for the AMX because it's $1.99. Does it say that? AMX 40, there you go. All right. So because it only goes on the AMX 40, it's less. because it costs less. Maybe it does. Maybe making it sure it looks right on all the tanks. I suppose that could be. I suppose you don't just make a pattern and dump it on a tank. Maybe you do. I don't know. Very strange, guys. For gold, not really much going on there. It's all the same kind of thing. Premium account is the same as it's ever been. Nothing special there, although you can use coupons on the ones that cost more. Over on vehicles, again, the Progetto, the KV4, the Eagle 7 is out again, which is a pretty fun Tier 7 medium tank. I actually like that quite a bit. Essentially a prototype of the Pershing as far as our game goes, but it was the first, I don't know if it was a production unit. You'd have to dig into the history on it, but this particular one fought late in the war in Europe. There's a famous video of it taken on, I believe, a Panther. All right, and down here to the rest of the Tier 8s and things. These are all, you know, they didn't do a really big push. Other than the Progetto, they didn't do a big push for Tier 8 frontline tanks this time. Very interesting. Now, here's the KV2 thing I wanted to talk about, if we can find it. Where's just the tank here? I thought it was available for 34. Here it is. All right, so this is just the tank. 33, it's got a Brothers in Arms crew. $33.99 for just the tank, right? And that's because it's got that licensed Warhammer 40K 3D skin going on. But if you come down here to other Tier 6 tanks, it's double the price of a Dicker Max. It's double the price of a Su-100 100Y. And some of the other ones that are a little bit more, it's $14, $15 more for a 3D style. Now, I get it. This is licensing stuff, and you're going to be kind of a fan of 40K. You might end up shelling that out. But $34 for a Tier 6? And oh, by the way, it's a Tier 6 whose trick is the HE mechanic as it stands now. And they just threatened to change it, which they've backed off of, but they're still talking about changing HE. Come on, guys. What are you doing? So buyer beware on that one. Buyer beware. Hey, look, if you love 40K and you're not bothered by 34 bucks, knock yourself out. I think maybe in this particular time frame of the world, that's maybe a harder sell than it used to be. That's maybe a harder sell. Hopefully in a month or two, we'll be back to working towards shelling out 34 bucks for a KV2 at tier 6. Sometimes it's a little tone deaf, don't you think? I know I'm making a way bigger deal of that than I should, but there's a background noise there in my brain going, I don't know, man. Is this the time to kind of do that kind of stuff? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's working out for them. Look, I like that they sell stuff. I like that they sell different stuff. I like that they create new content. I just sometimes can't figure out what they're thinking from a marketing standpoint. And really, it's probably the East-West thing to a large extent. And my Western sensibilities are just my feels. Maybe it's my Western feels that are being stepped on, and I get a little grumpy. I don't know. I have no idea why. I don't think there's anything new here. Oh, here we go. This is what I want to talk about. Okay. We're going to get this in the missions. They did Battle Pass, and you could pay for a better Battle Pass, Premium Battle Pass, whatever the hell it's called, Improved Battle Pass. There's so many different names for these things, I can't keep track of it. Let's call it Premium Battle Pass. But you could pay for it with gold. Well, guess what? There's a new kid in town. Celebrate Good Times, which you cannot pay for gold. At least I can't find a way to do it. I don't think you can. It's 21 bucks, guys. And it's this golden donut thing. I'm going to click on it. I'll get to the website in a minute. It's actually got an external website separate from Tank Rewards. I thought it was like linked to Tank Rewards, but it's completely separate. So now now we have 2 extra websites to track missions. And this one is free for the standard stuff, but you can buy a premium version for 21 bucks is the bottom line. Now you get 3,500 gold. Okay. You get 20 personal reserves. The 50% credit ones, by the way, which are probably the best in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe the crew are pretty good too. It depends on what you're doing. If you're grinding, I guess the experienced ones are pretty awesome too. They're all great. But really, the ones that people have the least of are the credit ones. So that tends to be the one they like the most. You get a unicorn. This guy, which you can get free anyway. Although, are these dropping anymore? I think you can get these in your missions, your daily missions. I don't know, because they used to come up in your rewards for merit. I'm going to have to look into that. If you guys know, let me know down below. I didn't think about that. I don't know how you get these anymore. Interesting. And you get a golden donut. I don't know why. I don't know why it's a golden donut. I have no idea why it's a golden donut. It's like Easter month, or it's the beginning of World of Tanks anniversary, Wargaming's anniversary. I think it's Wargaming's anniversary. Whatever it is. I get the two mixed up. They celebrate both? One is the company and one's the game. Don't know. But I don't know why. I don't know why there's a donut. It's anyway, there you go. Another hard sell, 21 bucks to unlock special missions over and above the regular missions that you do. Now, we'll get to this in just a minute. You had to go to another website and join this. Killing me. They are killing me. All right, so there you go. That's what I wanted to talk about on the shilling. The shillining. Some really strange stuff, man. See, there's what I keep... Every time I scroll through this to do this for you guys, I look at the garage slots and go, all right, garage slots, I'm going to have to buy you soon. All right, let's move on. Okay, friends, I'm going to try to unpack this as best I can. There's a lot to it, and it's a little bit confusing. The mastery missions are here. Remember, you have to put the codes in on those, so activate those codes, and those are the tanks. Ferdinand, the 110, Oh, geez, I've already forgotten. Ferdinand 110, some small tier thing, and the 12T. These are actually not bad tanks to try to do it on. You do get a little goodie if you ace it, and then you get the little mastery badge that you can put on the side of it. The 60 TP is the on track, which is pretty cool. What I just noticed here is there no... Do you not get the prize tank anymore? I'll look at it in the missions. I thought I saw that you do not get... There's no prize tank at the end. I don't know. We'll look at it when we get there. Hold on. Don't start typing and tell me what it is. Give me a second. I'll see if I can figure it out. We have Experience Weekend bonus going on today with a lot of experience kinds of things. You've got some tokens. We'll dig that out in the missions tab. So that's happening. That's this weekend. You're invited. This is the donut thing, which you were supposed to have RSVP'd, and apparently, I don't know if you can do it now. It said between the 29th and 30th, you're supposed to RSVP, which I did, and then you go to the page, which is this page, and it's anniversary.worldoftanks.com/en, and I have done one mission. I think there you go. I've completed one mission. So here's what you get on that. 1 to 4 missions, you get a day of premium. I don't know if that's a day every time you do it. 5 to 9 missions, you get 2 days of premium and 10 times 5s. And then if you get 10 plus missions, you get 3 days and a universal training manual, which is actually pretty cool. You do this between the 1st, I think, and 15th. So you had 14 days. You could miss 4 days, which is a pretty good deal. And it's pretty easy if you registered. Today's mission is win 2 battles. Win 2 battles. win 2 battles. Okay. Tier 4. Overcome. Tier 4 vehicles and above. And you get 3 personal reserves. So it's not amazing. But I don't think I bought the special pass, so whatever the extra missions are, they're listed in there as well on the actual event thing here. I think, yes, here you go. You can expand that, and then you can find out what the mission condition and extra rewards with the golden dough. All right, golden donut. Credit boosters, extra books, book for Germany, book for UK, extra day of premium, more credit boosters, times 5s, premium times 5s, credit boosters. Looks like credit boosters, times 5s, and extra books. And for all of you plebs, it's just some of the crummy kinds of personal reserves. Look, if you want the money reserves, then you gonna pay money, all right? 21 bucks. It's a world recession, and we're gonna sell $21 special passes. That's none of my business, though. All right, so that's going on. Yeehaw. You're invited. I hope you got invited. I think I talked about it last week. Gave you the warning. Let me know if you can still join in. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. Community League, don't care. New arrivals. I think that was all I wanted to talk about here, because then we're going to dive into the missions tab. Let's jump over here quickly since we're on the website stuff. This is the tank rewards. See, 2 different websites. This is tankrewards.com egg hunt, which is actually fairly easy but grindy. It's kind of grindy. As always, if you're a veteran, a U.S. veteran, you've got the ID Me thing linked with Wargaming, where they're collecting all your data and soon will take over your mind. You get an extra 100 points. All right, so each day 200 points. This thing goes from some date that is unknown to another date. There we go. 1 April, so 27 days, always minus a day from the end of that. So 27 days, and that would be 27 times 200, which is way past what you need, because all you need for the top reward is 3,000. I don't even want to do that. 5,200, is that 27 days times 200, something like that? So if you are a veteran, you could play every other day and knock this thing out. I've actually only got 420. I've played 2 days that counted on this, and it's been going for well, 4 now. I haven't played a game yet today, so I'll get another 200 today. If you are not that person, there are other ways to get points. Obviously, they are less. And what reason I say it's grindy is 10 battles in the top 10 in tier 2 to 8. So it's split from tier 2 to 8 for one section of the missions and 9 and 10 for the other section. So you play 10 battles and you get 10 points. Oof, a little bit painful. Then you go basket case and it's 20 for 20. Oh, golly. And then we've got 30 for 30 more points. So that's 30, 50, 60 points a day. But that's 30 battles. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. How many of you play 30 battles a day? Okay. And then we've got this one, which is the tier 9 and 10. So the tier 9 and 10, you do 10 battles. That starts at 10 like the lower tiers do. But you get 20. This, if you're going to play the grindy way, you probably want to play your tier 9s or 10s because you're just going to get more points out of it. And remember, if you play 9 battles, you get nothing. you get nothing for 9 battles, all right? You got to play 10. And you have to be in the top 10 experience, so that might cost you, depending on how good you are, 12 to 15 battles, right? So you got to add a few extra for when you tomato out. The good news is you don't have to win. You don't have to win. That's a good thing. So 20 for 20 and 30, 20 for 10, 30 for 20, you get an extra 10 points over the last one. And then that's all, folks. If you do your 30, you get 40 more points. And you add those points up, and then you get these prizes, which are not bad. We've got some camo and some symbols, and we've got one of those. Well, maybe that's how you get these things now. Again, these used to be free. This is that skin with the dice head guy, and you got something else. Why didn't that fit on there? I don't know. 10% coupon, and this must be a coupon. There you go. So these are reserves, and over here, small kits. I don't know. If you're selling small kits, that might be worth it for a little bit of credits. These are personal reserves. I prefer those. 7 and 7 is actually pretty nice. But if you're looking to bling out your tanks, you got this one. So go crazy. On tier 2, we've got colored optics and gun. They love the gun-laying drive. They just absolutely love giving. You got some more of that there gun-laying drive wargaming. Food. These are everyone's food. Very nice. Look at all this. Lots of food. That's actually fine. I don't want to add it up, but if you sold it for 10,000 each, say you're not a food-using kind of person. Let's collapse this because that's really long, so to speak. That's pretty good credits. Little credit action right there. Premium consumables and a coupon. Is there a coupon at the end of this? I assume there is, yes. What happened? Collapse. Oh, now I don't get to see it anymore. Oh, those are fragments. Holy cow. Okay, snapback. There we go. Is the coupon on this one? Yeah, yes. You always get a coupon because they want you to buy stuff. Look at it jump down there when I did that. It just collapsed up and didn't scroll you back. All right. For tier 3, you need 2,100 points, and we're getting fragments. This is me over here because these are large kits, 15 in each. That's a really good deal. And then we get to my favorite garage slot. I don't think I'm going to get there before they... See, there's 4 garage slots for me in this system because I have these. And I would get an extra garage slot. But I don't think I'm going to finish this before they drop 1.9. I wonder when 1.9 is going to come. I hope it doesn't come tomorrow on Monday. That could be bad. I'm just thinking out loud because it's in Common Test and has been, and we have Frontline tomorrow. Would they do that? I hope not. I haven't seen any scuttlebutt on it, so hopefully that's not a true thing. Garage slot, some days of premium. Here's some ×5s for you grinders. That's a really good deal. Another 15 ×5s for people who are grinding stuff. Large caliber tank gun rammer's nice. Toolbox, who cares? Anybody use the toolbox? I don't know. And then we've got tank rewards token. Oh, well, look at that. Isn't that interesting? You're running a little behind. You're thinking you're not going to quite get to tier 5. You just pick this guy over here. Remember, he's hiding. You know he's there because he's got a little sliver showing. Slide it over and go, look at that. Looky there. You're giving up these other goodies, but you might get to these. That's actually pretty cool. Well done. Well done, Wargaming guys. I like that. TOG 1, type, SU 100, or 7 days if you have those. Remember, you're going to get... It doesn't say it on there anymore. Does it say it now? No. I thought it said it. Didn't it say it in the past? I think it did, but basically you're going to get the credits for these now. You don't get the gold. You don't get 0 is what you got in the recent past, but for the last 2 or 3 of these, you've been getting credits for these, which is a good deal. And that's what I'll get. So you'll get a garage slot and whatever the credits are worth. I don't know which one's most expensive. It's probably the TOG, but it might be the Type 64. Don't know. All right. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot on tank rewards. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. All right, let's dive into the missions. All right, I got the Super Conqueror out here for you guys because I've been playing that. You can see that for tank rewards, I am 233 points into this thing. I'm at level 5 on the, whatever it's called, the advanced, I don't know, what's this called? Elite. There you go. I'm level 5 elite. And every level is 25 bonds. Yeah, that word will come to me, and we can go all the way across it just because why not have it just scroll forever? How long does this go? Holy crap. Oh, I can use this thing. All right, here we go. 100? 100? 100 levels to get only 250 more bonds? But I don't know, add those all up. What is 25 times 100? Is that 4,000? Oh my god, no, 2,000. I don't know, that's terrible. I cannot do that math. It's probably 25 million. It's 2,500, right? Plus the 250 at the end level. And there was something at the beginning level too. 250 at the beginning level. All right. It's good. It's good bonds. You can see I'm up to 8,367 from doing that. That's Battle Pass. Events, nothing. There's nothing going on events. But there's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. Let's go to the daily. Holy cow. This is just chock-a-block full. And there's a couple new things that have showed up in the last couple days. If you haven't noticed, we'll go over those. Scavenger hunt is what we talked about just a minute ago. And how you do it is just listed out here. How many... Oh, never mind. Oh, my gosh. I was thinking I thought it was Easter egg hunt. Or Easter hunt or whatever it's called. All right. That's another thing that's going on. Scavenger hunt for the CCs. Pretty good because you have so many new CCs right now. I really recommend that you take a minute to look at the content from the different CCs. You can find the list on the website. I'll see if I can figure that out. It's on there somewhere. The schedule of who is up. And each day that person will either be a stream or a YouTube channel or a YouTube video, sometimes both. And you're going to find a code. Put that code in there and you're going to get those scavenger hunt reserves. Scavenger hunt reserves, unfortunately right now, are only 3 and there's no credit booster. So it's not 6 like I think it was 6 last time. But there's no credit boosters. However, there are some trip points here. At 5 you get some goodies. At... Oh my god, they mixed it up again. All right, so 10's down here. You get some heavy ones. Where's 15? Okay, back this way. Oh, now we're going back. So the first one's here, and then you go down here. Anyway, 15 is a day of premium, and then we've got some experience. Nice combat experience stuff, and then we got these times 5s if we collect 30 of these things. Okay? How many days are in April? 30. 30. Oh, wow. Well, there's no wiggle room. There is no wiggle room. You need to do every day if you're going to get up to these times 5s. How many of them are there? Just a mission? Oh, the option to earn times 5 experience starting from the second battle of the day in any vehicle. For how many? I'm a little confuzzled here. Just one? I guess that's what I read. It's a times 5. I don't know, guys. I'm not really sure. I'd have to ask Domo. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Remember, it's the second battle of the day on that tank to get your times 5s. The first one will be whatever the standard times 2, times 4, whatever it is, the standard day multiplier. The second time you play that tank will be your times 5 if you have times 5 sitting around your garage or if you won one on a mission or whatever. Don't know, guys. That's a little confusing. All right, so that's scavenger hunt. Okay, tank rewards. That's what we just went over. That's all this is in here. So there's some other goodies along the way. They all happen to be small kits. You can sell those if you don't use them, or use them. Heavy tank courses. Remember that the Tank Academy is back, and you had to put codes in for that. So please go back and find those and do it. And then there's various missions, and you can get some goodies. Mostly has to do with experience, as you can see here. so it doesn't really help me a whole bunch. Is that what? And of course, scavenger hunt, tank rewards, heavy tank courses, tanks and aces, where light tanks down here. Yeah, this is so confusing, guys. Wargaming, please. Why is this such a cluster F? It's such a cluster. Tanks and aces. This is the one I was talking about that's showed up out of nowhere. I can't even find it on the website. I don't know what this is. I think it's part of their celebration, or potentially the end of the war thing that they were talking about. I didn't find it on their website. If it is, it's buried in a news item later or earlier. There's 2 of these that have just showed up. This one happens to have started April 5th, which was this morning. Okay. And it took me a while to dig through this. All right, battle as Germany. Destroy an enemy vehicle. Okay. You get 100 experience. What? 100. Yeah, that you read that right. 100. So, list. Destroy a Russian of all types and all tiers. Okay. And you can do that with... See how you got to dig through all this? It looks like... Is this any German tank? It looks like... And they're not even up to tier 10. God, look how they're all mixed together. This is just insane. It's insane. Tier 4, Tier 5, Tier 6, Tier 8s. Oh, are these light tanks? Is that how it's done? Maybe it is. Hold on, let's find out. Mediums, that's how it is. So lights, mediums. All right, it does have an order of some sort. And it looks to go from Tier 4 to 10. All right, so Tier 4 to 10. All right. What? Why does it take that much to figure it out? It's not. Why is that not here? It should be right there. Just tell me what I have to do. Very animated today. Its coffee is good. It's a nice French roast today. It's a nice French roast, and I've got my Pilgrim cup. Pain is weakness leaving the body, unless you have served. That's probably arthritis. All right. Battle as Kurt. A last name I probably will say wrong. Nispel? Okay. Now what do I have to do here? I have to destroy an enemy vehicle. But not just any enemy vehicle. A Russian enemy vehicle. And what can I use to do it? I have to use one of these. That's it. That's all you get. These guys. I'm assuming these are tanks he drove. Okay. Okay. Destroy Soviet tanks 1. I think you... Is this right? You have to do... You need 3 of these. You need 3 of these. Wait a minute. So you get that for destroying, and then you get here, and you get 3 of those, and then you can get these goodies. And you can use... It looks like anything. Mostly. Wait a minute. U.S. German, Russian, British, must be World War II guys, French, dun 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 dun, oh wait a minute, French, Czech, is this everybody? I think, Chinese, it's everyone, it looks like everybody. I don't know, this is so hard. It's so hard. It is. It's bothering me. Looks like tier 6 to 10. Yeah? That's a tier 6. I don't see anything else. I don't know. It doesn't tell me. I have no idea what the heck is going on. But I have to battle. I have to play a battle. Is that really true? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Destroy Soviet tanks 2. I need to get 6 of them, I think. Soviet tanks. Yeah. So battle is Germany. Gives me this guy. List. Russian tanks. Okay. And then I get one of those for every time I do it. So if I do 3 of them, I get this. I do 6 of them. Is this 9? I need to do... There's no indication here. Wait. 9. Yes. 9. I need 9. And I get these things. And I can use... I don't know. It looks like... Wait, have we just increased the tier? No, it looks like tier 6 and above. That's what I gather from this. I'm gathering it's tier 6 and above. Oh, We go to tier, okay, that's got to be 12, right? Is that my, oh, and so clearly this one is, wait, that's 15, okay. So that's destroy. So now battle as Kurt Nispel. And that one is top 10. Well, I get 3 of those. Battle. So destroy and battle. There's battle. Okay. So, holy cow. There is a garage slot left. And, oh, there's 4 enlarged barracks. That's not something you see a lot there. Some barrack slots. All right. Got some food. And you get to the end. The 2 top prizes are a garage slot, which is cool, and then a rammer. Where's our GLD, man? And we get some camo. German assault. So, okay. That was way too long. But that's how long it took me to figure it out. On track to the 60 TP. Now, I wanted to see if I don't see that you get a vehicle anymore. I am not seeing that you get a vehicle anymore. Interesting. All right. Watt Salute is the standard vet thing that's been going on for a while. Here's the light tank courses. They're mixed in with everything else. Why would they be all together? I don't know. Let's celebrate. What are we celebrating? I have no idea. Well, there's daily missions for the celebration from April 15th through Monday, God knows when. It should be here, maybe? No, it's not here. It's, I don't know. You don't know when it goes to. Wait, is it? Oh, for the love of God. All right, so I can't find out what that is on this page. Why would I be able to? Twitch Prime. This is the Twitch Prime stuff that's going on. Most of you should probably be finished with that. Community Hunting. That is now its own tab. So that used to be in other missions at the bottom. Yeah, now it's got its own tab. That's the gold thing. And this one goes from April 5th through Sunday. It's just through Sunday. I don't know. Maybe my resolution stops that from happening, but I have no idea when that ends. Yours might show it. Yours might show it. Tanks and Metals. This was the second one it was actually the first, but the second one we came to. See how they just, why would it be chronological or any other kind of thing? It seems related sort of to the one we just went through, but it's way down here somewhere. Okay. This one is April 4th through Friday, May. I don't know. Friday, May. Hold on, let me see if I can suss this out. Friday, May, I bet it's 1st, because May 1st is a Friday, so I bet that's what it is. Invader Medal, Steel Wall, Scout Medal. If you win them, you get these appropriate amounts of experience, and then you get the little ticket guy, and then if you win enough, you start to get these other things. For example, win medals 3. How many of these do we need to get these items? I don't know. We have to press the drop down. Okay, it's 3. It's 3. 3, I get those. If I do this one requires 2, and then this one requires, is it daily? Hard to tell. I think this is just an aggregate and not daily. This one must be just 1. There you go. All right. So get 1 of these 3 medals. You get these. Get 2 of these. Get 3 these, which are reserves. And then you can still get a garage slot too. And you need 4? 4. There you go. Also 4? 5. That's 1 level more for another day of premium. So more stuff you can win. See the scout medal? Isn't that guy that's YOLOing in his tier 10s farming scout medals? He's going to have a heyday. He should be done with this in 1 day. As a matter of fact, now I don't want to promote this kind of gameplay, but it is apparently okay because he hasn't been stopped. I suppose you could get in your scouts and drive at the enemy. I don't know. Probably. How many of these do we need to get the top medal? We need 5. I bet it takes you no more than 10 games, probably less. If you get in a wheeled tank and just blaze at the enemy, you might even do it in 5 games. That would be a fun little thing to do. Let's see if we can. Look, I don't want to promote that kind of gameplay, but apparently it's fine. And if you go in with the mindset of I'm just trying to scout for my team and I'm going after Artie, or hey, it's how I play, it's the way I like, you know, there you go. In 5 games, 6 games at the tops, maybe 8 at the tops, you're going to have all this stuff. Tank destroyer courses, because yes, why wouldn't they be mixed up? Here's the medium tank courses. We got multipliers on track in between them. Wait a minute, multipliers for on track. Wait, what? Why are these in a different place? Didn't we just have an on track button? What? What in the Sam hell is going on here? Scavenger hunt? Wait. This. That's the on track tab, right? But down here is the on track tab? What am I missing? April 5th. On track. April. It's two separate ones. Is this where you get the tank? No, these are just multipliers. Okay, here's where you here's where you track your multipliers. Oh my God, this is a mess. This is an absolute disaster. This is about as bad as I've ever seen it. It seemed like they were getting it together, but this is just a giant cluster. Is it just me? Oh, what am I missing? Does this make sense to anyone? I probably just spent, I don't know how long I spent. 15 minutes. 15 minutes trying to explain this, and I'm still not 100% sure I got it all. Imagine trying to sort all this out in one day. Like, all right, I need to do this, that, and the other. What else do I have to do? I got to do that. Oh, and then I need to do that, and I got to use that tank, and then I got to drive that tank. And let's move on. Holy macaroni. My daily missions. I always want to re-roll the ones that try to give me these things. I don't need them. So let's just re-roll that. We'll do this real time with you guys. Takes a while to talk to the mothership. We'll just have a sip of coffee while we wait. This is compelling. Oh, son of a... Oh, well, I could wait 4 hours and do it again. 3 hours and 59 minutes. That's pretty good. Well played, Wargaming. Well played. All right, you heard me complaining, and that's what I get. All right, holy crap. Well, hey, who wants a little interesting / good news? This is off Rita's status report, but they're also rebalancing some non-tier 10 tanks. KV-3, for example, is getting turret front armor from 130 to 155. It's already got a pretty darn good turret, but there you go. The gun, I'm not going to worry about the smaller guns, who cares? The 122, top turret only, is going to go from 0.44 to 0.42, so a little bit of an accuracy buff. And the aiming time is increasing or decreasing quite a bit to 2.97. That's going to be very interesting and make that tank quite a bit better, I think. I like it. There's no mobility buff. There's only armor buff to the turret. I thought the turret was actually pretty decent to begin with. But now it's going to have a little bit less derpy gun. That's going to go a long ways to improving it. This was super interesting. The KV-4 is getting quite a buff. Won't worry about this. So the turret's going from 180 to 220. Wow. That's pretty good. And we'll only worry about the top 107, which is the only gun worth using on it. It's going from 0.36 to 0.35, a slight accuracy buff. The aiming time is decreasing by quite a bit, half a second. That's impressive. It's already fairly fast at 2.78. It's a very comfortable gun to begin with. It was already decently accurate at 0.36 compared to other Russian guns. You really noticed it on this tank, but now it's even more accurate. And the reload time is more than a second shaved off. The rate of fire increases, but the big one here, obviously everyone keys in on, is DPM from 1944 to 2225. Nearly 300 more DPM. That's going to be very, very interesting. And I think the hallelujah moment here for everybody, and it's a slight buff, but finally, if we get down to the Top Gun 2, the armor pen for the Top Gun and the T-32 is going from 198 to 208. All right, it's something, right? It's something. There's no mention here of whether the gold rounds are changing, so I don't know. Getting more accurate, 0.39 to 0.38. Isn't that fascinating that it's less accurate, I believe. Yes, it's less accurate than the 107. I don't know. I feel like that gun's more accurate than that. the soft stats may have a vote in there as far as when you're moving and turning the turret, that kind of thing. So, but that's the base number is dropping by 0.01. Aiming time is speeding up to 2.01, very comfortable. Reload time is decreasing by a second, almost 2 seconds, guys. And that's going to bump its DPM. Holy crap. 1889 to 2302. 400, right? Math in public, 400 and some change. More DPM on that bad boy. That's very interesting. Very interesting. The 103 is getting a buff as well. We'll go down to the main gun here. There's some suspension changes. And I don't know, is it better or worse? A little bit better, it looks like, yeah. We are getting a reload time buff to about a second faster. Rate of fire better, and the DPM is raising by about 250 or so on that. So the 103, the T-32, the KB-4, and the KB-3 seem like kind of random tanks. Of all of those, I think everyone really, the T-32 is the one that needed the most. There's probably people who would argue the KB-4 could definitely have used a buff. KB-3, I'm not really sure why, but there you go. And the 103, I don't know. But those buffs are coming. Other things, subjects du jour. 1.9 common test, obviously, is coming out in the near future. I don't know when. I'll try to let you guys know when I know that. Frontline starts tomorrow on 6 April. Oh, by the way, the third stage starts on 27 April, 2 weeks later. So we're going to have 2 frontlines here in the next month. Not a bad idea. I think hopefully by the 27th or so, some places are starting to come out of the lockdown thing, or will be near the end of it. So I think they're trying to maybe stuff 2 things for people to do while they're at home. I don't know if that was planned beforehand or that's in reaction to what's going on in the world. Good on them if it is. Not a bad idea. All right, let's move on. That's it for subjects du jour, not a whole bunch. Just throw one thing out here. I thought this was the sheriff mission, this community hunting. This is something else that I cannot find any information on. It's an event going from Wednesday, which it's I can't see. Hold on, let's try something here. No, that didn't help. I don't know why I can't see what it is. Can I click on it? No idea what the hell day it starts. But it is definitely different than sheriff, because down here in other missions you still have to hunt the sheriffs. So there's some community hunt coming up, starting from Wednesday someday, which I'm assuming is next Wednesday potentially, since it's not already going on as far as I know. I'll have to dig around. Maybe I can find some kind of information on it for you. But all right, guys, I was going to do a forum post of the day, but there was really nothing compelling that I could make fun of, so it's all very calm. It's just the standard, conspiracy theories and it's rigged and all that, but we've gone over and over all that mess. That is all I've got for today. Hopefully, I will definitely be doing at least 1 stream early next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days, maybe 2, if we can knock that out. Like I said, look for my Mountain Blade review, early look that's coming out. We'll have Miserable Monday tomorrow, and we'll go on from there, man. That's all I've got. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, most importantly. Hopefully we get some light at the end of the tunnel here pretty soon. Try not to watch too much news, man. It's all clickbait. Obviously, it's a problem and it's a big issue. The media bears a big responsibility for all the shenanigans that are going on. We got to do the right thing and get through it. But holy cow, don't get too enamored of what those clowns are saying constantly, 24/7 news cycle. They make money by getting you to watch. Wait, someone else I know does that. That's all I've got. We will see ya.